Hello again, my name is Gabe Zolna. This is the 13th of January 2018. I just posted a video and I talked about that alert that was sent to the iPhones and tablets to the citizens in Hawaii. Inbound missile, this is not a drill, seek shelter immediately. Now, you gotta wonder, is there anyone that would be happy about a message like that being sent out? And I don't mean that in a sardonic fashion, but who do you think might be happy that that message was sent out? Not the message itself, but the diversion and the distraction that that caused. If you turn on your set, that's all they're going to talk about for the next who knows how long. Now, I haven't gone to any of the channels, but I got to believe that MSNBC, ABC, CBS, they're all talking about the same thing. The only person that I think that might be somewhat pleased that that alert went out might be President Donald Trump. You know why? Because they're not talking about him. I mean, when you stop to think about it, the mainstream media hasn't stopped talking about President Trump for the last 2 years, ever since he and Meliana went down that escalator. That's all they talk about. President Donald Trump. The good, the bad, the indifferent, the ugly. That's all they talk about. Well, now there's a bit of a respite for him because they're not talking about him. They're talking about this alert. You know what will be interesting as well is to see how many people in Hawaii might have died, had massive heart attacks. I'm sure that kind of information can be obtained. I don't wish bad on them, but I mean, picture yourself sitting there having breakfast and your phone goes off and it says inbound missile, seek shelter immediately. This is not a drill. Especially with all the talk about Kim Jong-un threatening to launch a ballistic missile at Hawaii or somewhere here in the United States. Now, how insane is it that they have such a lackadaisical system that pressing one button can have that kind of consequence? You'd think they'd have at least 2 people that would have to verify before that button would be depressed. I mean, that's totally insane. I can't imagine how I would react. You try to imagine how you would react if your phone went off and you had that kind of alert. Inbound missile. Seek shelter immediately. This is not a drill. I mean, that's totally insane. Again, it isn't funny at all. But I got to believe that, again, President Trump might be somewhat relieved because they're no longer talking about him. And I think this is going to continue for probably the next 2 or 3 days. That's usually how long the media cycles tend to run. Absolutely insane. Another concern, what happens if there really is an inbound missile? People aren't going to pay attention to it. Not that it would matter much anyway. If it was a ballistic missile with a nuclear warhead, it wouldn't matter. Hawaii would be obliterated. Those kinds of mistakes shouldn't be made. And there's something wrong with the system they have, starting right off with the governor, who I believe is a whacked out Democrat. That's part of the problem. They got too many Democrats in positions that they shouldn't be in. But again, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. I sort of told you what I think, didn't I?